Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Passive NS Arena. First of all, remember to click on the subscribe and bell icon, and don't forget to like this video. So, CHY MALL has been the talk of the moment, starting all the way from the Advanced Credit Program down to the most recent public release by the Securities and Exchange Commission of Ghana, and now Comminque 36 and 36.1 are making waves across all CHY MALL platforms. As usual, I'm always fair to the subject matter, so whether it is for CHY MALL or against CHY MALL, I clearly put it as it is. Now, let us consider Comminque 36 as compared to the recently updated Comminque 36.1. And what do you think? Do you think Comminque 36.1 is a good news for all CHY MALL members? Well, follow me and let us discuss this very closely. Please bear in mind that I have labeled Comminque 36 as black and white, and the recently updated Comminque, which is Comminque 36.1, in its original document color. So starting from point number 1 in Comminque 36, it states that all new sales and registration to be based on new point system 30% plus 70% consumption point CP are to be used to activate new accounts. The point system must be purchased from the company and can only be purchased from the system, which is the seed point. So if you are aware, previously we used to register new accounts with 100% consumption point, but the update, which is Comminque 36, is stating that you now need what we call seed point, 30% of it plus 70% of consumption point to register a new account. Also, in this communique, you could have only purchased the seed point from the company or from the system. But has there been any changes in the updated Comminque 36.1? Well, let's find that out. Comminque 36.1 is actually making reference to the initial communique that CHY MALL has introduced a new point system to be known as the seed point. New registrations must be done with 30% of seed points, which can only be purchased from the company, and then 70% of consumption points. Number 2 brings us to the good news and the updates in 36.1. The good news is that the seed points are made possible now to be transferred by P2P options. That means that you do not need any customer service teams and others to do the work. You can do it on your own. It can be transferred within and outside your own networks. We made it possible that it can be transferred from your direct uplines and to your direct downlines and other members and customers without any restrictions. Please give it a try. So if you compare this recent update to the initial communique, you can realize that yes, they are still maintaining 30% of seed points and 70% of consumption points for registrations, but now you don't have any restrictions as to buying it only from the company. You know, sometimes when we are all trying to buy points from the company, we realize that there's a lot of pressure and this creates a lot of damage. Now, we can all buy these seed points without any restrictions, whether the person is in your network or not. You can buy it from there. You can also buy it from the company. You can buy it from your service centers. So now there is no pressure when you would like to purchase the seed point. I think that is something we should applaud CHY MALL about. Please do not let us forget point number 3, which clearly states that the seed points are meant for registering new seeds of members and customers. It cannot be converted into CHY point and consumption point. So just like not being able to convert consumption point to CHY point, clearly you can't also convert seed point either to CHY or consumption point. Let us look at point number 4 in Comminque 36.1, and this was not mentioned in a previous communique, but it is very important in my opinion. It states that by registering and becoming members and customers of CHY MALL, you consent and agree to all the terms and conditions of CHY MALL, whether you registered since the inception 2019 or newly registered in 2021. Since 2019, we are a proud e-commerce company and we have genuinely helped many members and customers achieve success. We strongly recommend potential members and customers to read the terms and conditions before signing up as customers and members. Failure to do so, you might have missed out important information of fulfilling your duties and obligations as customer and member of CHY Mall. Personally, I feel this is where most of us are at fault because frankly ask yourself this question. Did you read the terms and conditions of CHY Mall before signing up? Well, if you are frank to yourself like I am, I will admit that I did not read the entire document. All right? But clearly, we should have read the document to know what we are finding ourselves in and to know what is expected of us. And so, point 4 of the updated communique is reminding us once again that we need to read the terms and conditions to know what it is about and what is expected of us. Moreover, point 5 was never mentioned in the previous communique but has been stated clearly in the updated communique 36.1, and it reads, "We never treat ourselves as an investment or financial banking institutions. This is an e-commerce trading platform providing online stores for you, partners, and family, good health and well-being. But some people misunderstand and misinform customers and members about being in an investment, so we strongly discourage members and customers doing that. As a result, once again, we urge all customer service center leaders and customers and members alike to continue motivate and inspire each other the right way and knowledge. Kindly take charge and be an example if there is anyone who failed to understand the latest communications. You are the ambassador of the company and hence we trust you will protect the company together." Now, if you ask me about this point number 5, it's very, very dicey. As you know, right from the beginning, some of us were made to understand that CHY Mall is actually not a compulsory referral, company. And when you join, you can refer people to the company or not. That is what clearly and frankly we were made to understand. So now bringing this up looks like it's a new era altogether. And that, I believe, is what is now making people ask that, are we now turning into recruitment machines or referral machines? But, well, I leave you to be the judge of point number 5. But all I know is that, once again, that wasn't the agreement from the start. And we were made to know that referral is not compulsory in CHY Mall and you can choose to refer or not. But kindly let me know your thoughts in the comment section and let us move on with the communique. Point number 6 was actually mentioned in the previous communique, which is 36, but since it has not been changed in the updated 36.1, I will still read it out from the updated communique. It states that henceforth, from now onwards, members and customers can only withdraw 70% of the amount you intend to withdraw. As for the remaining 30%, a compulsory 20% will be converted to consumption points, while service charges have now been increased from 5 to 10%. Again, I leave you to be the judge for point number 6, but let me know in the comment section, is it something good, is it something bad, or do you think it's something normal you can handle? Point number 7 was clearly stated in the previous communique, which is 36, and yet it is still over here, and it reads, if your online stores account sign-up cost is worth up to $800, your monthly withdrawal limit is $800. But if it is below that, then your maximum withdrawal per month remains $400. There is no restrictions on it. It follows the maximum amount as per the VIP packages. Again, this is very simple. We all know this was not the case before, but now the new update is that if your account is from perhaps VIP 1 up to VIP 5, we know that the registration cost or the store or online cost for VIP 5 is $600, and clearly that is below $800. It means that from VIP 1 to VIP 5, your monthly withdrawal limit is now $400. But from VIP 6, which has a registration cost of $1,200, and clearly that is greater than $800, it means from VIP 6 to VIP 7, you can now have your monthly withdrawal limit being $800. Again, kindly let me know what you think about this. Number 8, and yes, still making reference to the previous communique, which is communique number 36, mentions that if you were enrolled in the Advanced Credit Program ACP, from now 30% of your earnings will be going back into paying the Advanced Credit Program, while 70% goes into your consumption point. You can now use a said consumption point to direct share with and register new members and customers if they like the opportunities in the business together. When you finish paying back the Advanced Credit Program ACP, all your profit goes into consumption points 100%. Please note that the CP cannot be withdrawn, but it can be used for the new registration and for upgrades. Point number 9, customers and members who did not participate in the Advanced Credit Program are not affected by Condition 4A. It means that you will still be getting normal profits and income as before. We encourage you to keep on sharing the good news to your direct potential online store mates and customers. Now, all that I have read from point 1 to point 9, it is very, very, very important that you note that those are the summary, okay, of the previously mentioned communique, which is communique 36. Okay, so point 1 to point 9 are the summaries of the previous communique, communique 36. We are now moving on to the main reason why I made this video, which is the updates of communique 36. So this is what I think CHY Mall perhaps did not do right with this communique. Personally, I think that they should not have even brought or mentioned the previous communique, which is the items that were listed in communique 36. All right. Now, listing it from 1 to 10 or 11 makes it looks like the update is a continuation of the initial communique. Okay. Secondly, I think, in my opinion, the latest update, as clearly seen in point number 10, should have been a complete header. All right. This will make now customers know that this is very, very different from the initial communique. And also, the numbering should not have started from 10. It should have started from perhaps 2 or 1. This will clearly tell customers that that is just the updates for the initial communique. I am only mentioning this because personally I was even confused myself until I had to call a friend for further clarification on the latest updates. But still, moving on to the latest update, and this I believe is a great news for all CHY Mall members. It reads that the repayment of the new Retail Advance Program ACP is currently based on 30% repayment and 70% becomes consumption points, which you can cash out after registering new members and customers. After 20 trades in new retail areas, your account will return to normal and you will get profit in CHY as per usual. Please remember that the Advanced Credit Program is the best thing that happens to the company and customers, and it is not compulsory unless you click and select it and use it. It is very beneficial to customers and members who require bigger level trading to earn more without using their own money. Besides, it also requires everyone to work hard to promote the market of CHY Mall so that all members and customers can get more benefits by promoting and coloring more lives. Now here are my comments on the latest update, and I'll start from the first part about 30% being for repayment and 70% becoming consumption point. Clearly, this is not really cool, and this is not the best for members, because all we seek to do is to finish paying the loan as fast as possible. Now, unlike before where we had to pay the loan using 90% of all our profits, now we are using only 30% to pay for the advanced credit program. This means that we will spend a lot of time than expected in paying back this loan. Now, 70% of that money being allocated to consumption point also means that, frankly, in a way, if we do not register people, we can't have access to that money. And that is what I believe it is very unfair, and CHY really needs to consider this once again. Although this is an update, they really need to consider this, because allowing a person to keep money in consumption point means that, truthfully and once again in a way, you are telling the person you need to register to have access to that money. And once again, I'm mentioning that that was not the communication right from the start. We were made to believe that referrals are not compulsory in CHY Mall. So locking up 70% of someone's profit as consumption point clearly tells me that you are just saying to the person you need to register to have access to this money. Once again, let me know your thoughts about this comment. The most exciting part for me from all these latest updates is the fact that after you are done paying your loan with 20 trades in the new retail section, all your points will now return to your CHY as stated right in the update. It states that after 20 trades in the new retail areas, your account will return to normal and you will get profit in CHY as per usual. Unlike the previous communique, which is Comminque 36, which stated that after paying back your loan, you will have 100% of your profit still deposited in the consumption point. The new update is saying that, hell no, they are not saving everything in consumption point. So when you are done paying your loan, you can now have access to your CHY points as it used to be before. Okay, so I'll kindly use this opportunity to thank the leaders of CHY for at least trying their best to rectify that previous communique, which was really scary.